everyone, this is Cindy. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a bag video for a while. Today that I would like to share with you the best 12 handbags that I'll be using throughout the autumn winter season for 2025 and also carrying into the spring for 2026. So there are 12 bags altogether. I'm going to break them down into categories such as bowling bags and tote bags and hobo bags and clutch bags and other bags. So please stay tuned and let's dive into it. And the first category of the best bag for autumn winter is that a suede east and west bowling bag. This little bag was from Naked. I've done a review for this and it was under £60, and then for such a great little bag, and then I've been using this quite a lot throughout summer 2025, and this is something that would see me through for the autumn winter season as well. And this is something that is perfect for autumn winter because the material is suede and the color is have that honeycomb color and like tan, so it goes with a lot of this like winter color clothing. You can go maybe look my top, strappy top, it goes quite well, and black coats like cream coats and khaki colored palettes, and so just like a camel coats. It just goes with loads of different things because this is like, I consider this as a neutral color, and this would be such a great little bag to have in the collection. So this is bag number one. Moving on, I think I'm duplicating about this category, and this one is from a Michino Paris, and this is a new bag I got from in the beginning of the summer this year when Michino Paris had the pop-up in London, and I've used quite a lot again this bag throughout the summer. And again, this is neutral. You can see that the comparison between the two, they're just in a different shape, but they're both in the bowling bag category. And this one is so roomy, it can hold a lot of things. And you can see this is my little notebook, and it certainly can go having a large iPad in there. There's loads of things you can hold into it, and it's super stylish. You can wear over the shoulder, handheld, and you can see on the screen that I've worn this quite a few times, and in my release that I've released, but of the no OOTD days, I still use this bag quite a lot in my day-to-days. It is such a great bag, and it's a nice color. Again, is that they call them biscotto, but it's still in that tanned and camel category. So it's very versatile, super subtle, understated, and there's no logos, but although they have this aroma diffusing thing, the bag charm, and I just hanged this useless Loewe brooch as a bag charm because the pin is really bad. I badmouth about this brooch because it doesn't stay on any clothes because the pin is not very secure. But anyway, hanging it on a bag and use it as a bag charm is the perfect purpose for it because I don't really like to see it just sitting in my closet not doing anything. So this is the second bag. This is the bowling bag category. That would be the one of the hottest bags categories for autumn winter 2025. The next category of bags are tote bags. Tote bags is something that is really classy, timeless, and every girl, I think, it should have a tote bag in your collection because they're so versatile, and mainly in the largest and oversized design. So tote bag is one of the best bag shapes to have. So today I have 4 bags to share with you, and the first one is this Loewe Amazona 28. So this is a bag that I've had for quite a few years. Silver hardware and in the 28 size, and it can hold a lot of essentials. This is the perfect bag for the autumn winter season because a larger in size, and if you have something similar, and then you definitely can get them out and start using them because this is one of those classic bags that you could have, any girl could have in the wardrobe. It's not going to be one of those trendy bags, and it's not going to be go out of fashion, so that's why it's so timeless. You see this season in, season out. Even all the Miu Miu bags and their bowling bags or their handheld bags, they are all emulated on this shape. So it's something that is never go out of fashion. I had this for more than 10 years and it's just something that is classic, good for the office, good for the day-to-day running errands and go to the supermarket and go shopping with. It is something that just so multifunctional and can certainly put a medium-sized 14-inch laptop in there, and it's just so versatile and it's so timeless, and is one of those best bags to be for autumn winter 2025. And the next one, I would say this is a tote bag. This is a Birkin 30, and in the, I can't remember the name of the red, I apologize, it's such a French name and I can't remember it, but in the red color with the gold hardware. And so because I haven't been really using these larger Birkins that much, because larger bags was out of fashion a little bit, I think from the autumn winter I'm going to use my larger bags. So therefore I'm going to take this red one out and start using it, because most of my clothes are in a very basic color palette, like a blue, black, grey and cream and brown. So it's all these very basic colors. So with this bag I want to give a pop of color and just brighten up the winter days. So this is the 30 and pop of color, and you will see me wear this red with lots of my existing coats and boots and everything, and plus all the other accessories, and it's versatile. If you want to wear this to the office, this can put into an A4 sized file and hold a lot. And because you can see it's just basically one big compartment if you're familiar with Birkin shapes, and so it's just something that I would love to use and for winter. The next bag is this brown suede Manu Atelier tote bag. This is the Cambon 35, which I also done a review. So if you haven't seen it, and I'll pop onto the screen, you can have a watch about it. This bag I've got it at the end of the winter, so I got it a bit late, like I've said in the review. I wish I got it much earlier, but this winter I'm going to use it so much. And this is such a great looking bag and very stylish, very simple. The design is superb, and it's just the handheld with a double handle, one big compartment in there, and with this magnetic closure. And it just, nothing bad I could say about this bag apart from its weight, because it's proper suede. The quality of this suede is top notch. For this type of bag, the price they charge, if they put a different name on it, for example Prada, this would be well over £2,500 at least. So this is Manu Atelier. The craftsmanship, the quality, the design is very timeless. I've been eyeing another of their bags, but I'm not going to get it yet, but I'm just still in that thinking stage. But I do trust their quality, I do trust their design, and trust their craftsmanship. It is so well structured. You can see the stats on the bottom, and the suede is just super good quality, and I love this bag so much. And this bag could be used day, office, and go out about, and just like a day-to-day great bag. And this certainly, because this is 35, I compared that with my Birkin 35 in the bag review, but this one can definitely put a laptop in there, A4 files, you name it, umbrella, your toiletry bag, you can put a big water bottle in it, just like hold so much stuff in it. You can see I have just so much in there already, and this is the bag I've been recently using. And so yeah, there's another bag best for autumn winter 2025. And the last in the tote bag is this Birkin 35. This is my largest Birkin, and 35, you can see this has been abused quite a lot, because I often travel with this, because I can put my other smaller bags in this and just like it as a carry-on. And this is the e-tube with Clement's leather and with silver hardware. You can see this is kind of collapsed a little bit, but I love this collapsed look because it's super relaxed. I don't really like those rigid Birkins, because a Birkin's supposed to be used and abused, and this one has been used quite a lot in these days, but I haven't really been using it for that much in the past 3-4 years, because COVID actually, because smaller bags are really in, and bigger bags are really kind of dormant. So because now bigger bags are coming back, so I'm going to start to use my Birkin 35 again. So throughout this winter or season, you're going to see me using this bag quite a lot. And so if you own a Birkin, and if you have the larger ones, the 35 and 30, is the time that to start to use it. And the color is great, a winter color palette, and it goes with all neutral colors, darker colors, just a non-color color. Take this into the office as well because it's 35. This can hold a laptop in there. Again, A4 file, the same size as the Cambon. You can see the Birkin is slightly bit taller than the Manu Atelier, but they're more or less the same. Because the Birkin already weighs quite a lot because it's quite a heavy bag, and so you don't really want to carry too much. But however, if you are carry a life in your bags type of girl, and bigger bags are definitely is the call. You'll see me using my large Birkin 35 for autumn winter 2025. The next category are the shoulder bags. I would say Hobo bags. The shoulder bags is not one of those my favorite bag categories, but I think I've got this suede one, and this is from an English bag brand, Radley, and this bag is super well made and is really great quality. They're not very expensive either, about £300. Get a really lovely bag like this, and it's just one compartment with a zip on the top. And this is last year's collection because suede is quite in, and this color is really great, so I'm going to use this throughout the winter, but maybe not as much as tote bags. Tote bags are one of my favorite bag shapes, but this one on the shoulder and is okay because this one got a decent clearance, and so I can put it through most of my jackets and coats. So you will see me wearing this over autumn and winter season. The next one is this Chanel. Is a tote bag that I have customized myself, and this is a from 2009 2008. This is the runway edition. You can see all these metal tassels, and it's quite a large tote bag. This is about 35 in the height, and it's about 38 width, and with this handle. So I thought with the Chanel 22 bag inspired me, that I thought, why don't I just add some chains and to it, and it becomes like a shoulder bag. I've taken this bag to Japan with me for my Asia traveling last year, and you can see the chain is quite long and is going over my shoulders quite well, and so I can free my hands up when I'm taking photos or just like holding my phone for navigation. And so this is just a chain that I've got from Amazon. So bag is real, but the chain is not Chanel, but who cares? It's my bag. I want to do it whatever I want to do to it, but just give this bag some new life and make it a little bit more versatile, so I can handheld it and I can show it over my shoulder. So this is such a great bag. This is one of my first Chanel bags, and I just love it so much. This I got from America. This is lambskin, but it's scratched quite a bit because this was my carry-on, and I put my Kelly 25 in this, so it's just like my little Russian doll bag sort of a theory again. And so this is something that I would use wearing a black coat, this silver chain, and with the metal tassel, and looks quite nice. And also you've seen this quite a lot over my summer OOTD shots, and so you can see that on the screen. This is such a great bag. So this is going to see me through into the next season, the autumn winter 2025 season. I'm going to use this quite a bit. So if you considering having a bag like this sort of a shape, and get a decent size, and then make sure they have some, maybe a chained strap, and the thinner the strap, the better to stay on the shoulder. I find that those wider shoulder straps just doesn't really stay on really well, but I always prefer the ones with like thinner shoulder straps, so they stay on. And maybe they're just me, and it's just a thought. The next categories are bags that with a top handle but also have a shoulder strap. The first one is this Celine Trapeze bag. If you remember, and this used to be royal blue, so I used some suede dye and dyed it into a dark brown. So the dark brown with the black leather with the beige leather, so this now kind of changed its look. And so I love the new look of it, because the royal blue suede got quite dirty over the years. I've used this. This is something that I had it for many years, but the gold hardware everywhere is still so shining. You can see from the buckles, from the clasps and everything, they're just still quite shining. And I love this trapeze bag. I hope it's going to come back, because the trapeze bag used to be the in bag, but now larger bags are coming into fashion. There's a brand like the Melier. All their bags have this like a wing, like a trapeze shape. So I thought, I already have one of these, why would I buy a Melier bag? So this is something that I would carry on using this. This is quite a large sized bag and it's perfect for autumn winter, and also because of the color palette with the gold hardware is very chic and stated, and Celine quality is just impeccable. And I would be using this quite a bit over the autumn winter season this year. Category, they are like clutch bags, but these bags can be used as a clutch bags but as well as shoulder bags. So the first bag is the infamous Cavatelli bag from COS, and if you haven't watched both of my videos, like the review plus the customization, and I'm going to put it on the screen for you so you can watch it. I'm also going to put the bag review playlist in the description box so you guys can have a watch, because this bag is such a great bag, and it just, if I don't use it as a shoulder bag, I use it as a clutch. The burgundy color is going to be still quite big for this coming season, autumn winter 2025. And this soft unstructured bag and cloud bag is still quite in, and you can see because Loewe and Bottega Veneta, they all have these sort of shaped bags, and they're still coming out and bring out new designs and new color combinations. So if you have got one of these, and you are a lucky girl, because this is such a bargain in my opinion. The quality is really superb, the design is super on point, and it just nothing really bad to say about this bag, and also is quite a decent size. I didn't get a smaller one, this is the larger one, and it can hold quite a lot. You can use this for the day, put a strap on, or you can use it for the evening and just use it as a clutch and hold it in the cradle of your arm, and or just hold it like this, or with the shoulder strap. So today I'm only going to say, because I've included in the clutch section, therefore I'm not going to show you the strap. So this is one of the best bags that I think for this price point from COS. It's just really great. Good buy. And finally is something leopard. I love leopard prints, and I love leopard bags, I love leopard shoes and everything leopard. This one has a chain, but if I want to use it as a clutch, I'm just going to get a chain tucked into the zipper and just leave it like that. There's no closure, but because of these two metal bits, it got quite a bit of a weight on it, and so it just drops and it holds like a clutch. My top today is a bit clashy with the leopard print, but you can see over here. And this bag is from Choo, and the material is like pony hair and with leopard print stamped on it. So it's such a luxury autumn wintry feeling bag, and with gold hardware with a little bit of black leather as a decoration, and being embossed around the gold embellishments, and with Choo over there. I think is super beautiful designed bag, and that is soft, it's not structured, and it collapses, and it can just hold again over the cradle of the arm, or just hold it like this, or you can always get a shoulder strap out. During the day you can use that way, but in the evening this is a large and a clutch bag, because you know, autumn winter, if you're going out in the evening, you wear a coat. So if you use a very small clutch, there's not much a statement. But if you just slightly larger clutch, I can always hold it like this. This becomes a big bowl. But that's the thing, that you can't really put much into it if you hold it like this. But so you can see how soft this bag is. It's not very wide, but the shape is soft structured bag. It's very moldable and you can mold it to your own way, and it just something that is for the day or for the evening if you are a leopard lover, and it is something that give a little bit of versatility in the winter. I think leopard, it just spreads up somehow all black outfit, and then you just use a leopard bag. It just gives that pop of edge to it and make it a little bit more fun and more edgy and more naughty. And so I just love leopard, and always every time when I wear leopard, it always makes me so happy, and I just feel like, oh, I can be sassy as well. So that's it. So this is the last category of the clutch bags. You can see this is the Cavatelli from COS. You can see that they're very similar in size, and so decent sized bags. And this one is 38 in width, and so very similar to the Cavatelli. So if you see something like this, you make sure you invest into it, and it's become all-time classic bag. It's staying into my wardrobe forever and ever. I will never ever get rid of these. And so that's it. And I hope you enjoyed me sharing the 12 hottest handbags for autumn winter that you will see me using. I hope this video is useful to jig your memory that to use whatever the bags you have that is similar to these shapes and to this style of bags that I've shared with you today. And at the end of the day, fashion is about aesthetic. It's not about brands, it's not about costs. As long as they suit you, there's so many different levels, suits different budgets. If you don't really want to part a huge amount of money with you to get a designer bag, but on the high street, there's so many nice choices. Zara is a good contender. Mango has really nice bags collection. H&M have some really nice bags, but it just bear in mind that if you are coming in for the long run, it's better to get a bag from the high street with leather, because the price would be more reasonable and the leather is going to be lasting for a long time instead of synthetic like a PU material, because PU material, once you get the sun onto it, get a little bit wet, they just become disintegrated, turning into dusts. That's something that if you really love the bag shape, I always suggest to get a proper leather one or proper suede one. So therefore it will last for a while and you can treasure it for seasons and seasons to come, and to make it goes a long way. So I hope the bag is useful, and the shapes and the sizes, you can see that these would be the popular bags for the next coming season, and doesn't matter where they're from. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so you won't miss any of my videos on fashion, bags and shoes and all the fashion topics. And so please give my video a like, and thank you so much for tuning in, and till my next video, I'll see you then. Bye, take care.